Some of these players get it. Some of them do get it. I feel like we're asking for a lot. I know we deserve it, but at the same time, it's kind of like we're kind of getting greedy. We're doing a
Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially entered the nightmare scenario. For months, we've been watching the slow-motion car crash that is the WNBA collective bargaining agreement negotiations. But today, the car didn't just crash, it exploded. Multiple sources have confirmed that the talks have completely collapsed. The bridge between the billionaire owners and the millionaire players has been burned to the ground. And now, amidst the smoke and fury, two storylines are emerging that paint a terrifying picture for the future of the league. Like this video, share it everywhere, and subscribe. The first is the sheer panic spreading through the locker rooms. The players without shoe deals, without commercials, are texting their agents in a state of terror. We can't afford this. Fear is gripping the rank and file as uncertainty takes over. The second storyline, the one that should send shivers down the spine of every WNBA executive, is Caitlyn Clark. She hasn't quit the league, but she has emotionally and strategically separated herself from the toxic leadership of the players' union. Caitlyn has looked at the incompetence. She's watched the ego-driven, self-destructive mission of the old guard. And she has made a choice: protect her brand rather than go down with the ship. We are witnessing the disintegration of the WNBA in real time, a tragedy of Shakespearean proportions.
There was quoted as saying, I feel like we're asking for a lot. I know we deserve it, but at the same time, it's kind of like we're getting greedy. We're doing a lot of asking. I feel like we need a lot of doing. Whoa, whoa. But whoever this is, blasted.
Let's start with the panic, because this is the human cost of the union's arrogance. The headlines are filled with Breanna Stewart and Nneka Ogwumike threatening a strike, talking about knowing their worth and standing on principle. But the reality on the ground is heartbreaking. We have audio of veteran player Azra Stevens casually saying she is financially prepared for a strike and plans to enjoy her summer. Must be nice, right? Must be nice to treat a labor stoppage like a vacation in the Hamptons. But in the same breath, we hear from players like Suggs Sutton, players on the bubble, players who rely on that $70,000 or $80,000 paycheck to pay rent and feed their families. They admit, on the record, that they cannot weather the storm. They are terrified. This is the dirty little secret of the WNBA labor war. It is a class war. The 1% of the league, the players with massive endorsements and equity in the new unrivaled league, are willing to sacrifice the livelihoods of the 99% just to prove a point to the owners.
next one. I'm done a good job about saving up. Just in case that scenario does happen, I'm super casual. So yeah, I'm fortunate enough to be in a bad position. This person right here says basically it'll kill them. Quote, it would impact me immensely. It's my job, so it would be a big deal.
The phrase, "we can't afford this," is becoming the rallying cry of the silent majority. These are the players who are living paycheck to paycheck, watching the offer the owners put on the table and thinking, take it, just take it. The offer? A salary cap raised to $5 million, average salaries jumping over $500,000, and guaranteed housing for 3 years. For a player making the minimum, a jump to $500,000 isn't a negotiation tactic. It's life-changing wealth. It's buy your mama house money. And yet, the very union representatives sworn to protect them are rejecting it. Why? Because Breanna Stewart wants 30% of the gross revenue. She wants a bigger slice of the Caitlyn Clark pie. The greed at the top is starving the players at the bottom. And the panic? It's turning into anger. We are now on the verge of a mutiny within the union itself.
Good position. It would impact me immensely. It's my job, so it would be a big deal. Someone else said, I'm pretty set up off the court.
And this brings us to Caitlyn Clark and her walkout. You have to understand her position. She is the economy. She is the reason the owners are even offering millions of dollars. Without her, the TV deal collapses. Without her, the charter flights disappear. She knows her value. And she also knows the union leadership resents her. For 2 years, they have hazed her, fouled her, and frozen her out. So why would she let them dictate her financial future? Her decision to walk out, To distance herself from the union's hardline stance is the smartest move she could make. She is sending a clear message. I am not going to let your jealousy destroy my momentum. While the union issues threats, Caitlyn is on NBC analyzing the NBA. She is shooting commercials. She is building a personal empire independent of the WNBA's dysfunction. Her walkout isn't just a personal choice. It's a signal to fans and sponsors alike. I am ready to play, but I am not responsible for this mess.
Meaning behind your name, but at the same time, it's kind of like, hey, think about us. I know you guys are top earners, but at the end of the day, you also need us. There could be no league.
Here's a tight, dramatic, paragraph-by-paragraph rewrite of your text, optimized for narration, pacing, and viral impact. The collapse of the talks wasn't an accident. It was a choice. The owners put a historic deal on the table, a deal that would have made the WNBA the highest-paying women's team sport league in the world, pound for pound. And the union rejected it. Why? Because of a philosophical disagreement over gross revenue versus net revenue. Here's where the delusion lies. The union wants 30% of every dollar that comes in before expenses. That means if the league makes $1, the players get 30 cents, and the owners are left with 70 cents to cover arenas, travel, marketing, insurance, staff, and taxes. It's mathematically impossible to run a business that way. No other league does it. NBA players split basketball-related income after expenses. The WNBA union knows their demand is a poison pill. So why ask for it? Because they want to strike. They want to be martyrs. They want to be the faces of a struggle, even if that struggle bankrupts their own teammates.
Am I yeah. Am I retarded? Yeah, no. I'm just leaving money sitting there. These players aren't going to be okay with that. They're going to sit back and they're going to lean back in their chairs and they're going to go, we're leaving 5 times the amount of money on the table right now. What am I doing?
Here's a clean, punchy, paragraph-by-paragraph rewrite of your text, keeping it dramatic, viral, and ready for narration. Sophie Cunningham, star of the Phoenix Mercury, said it best in a recent podcast. We are the laughingstock of sports right now. Think about how damning that is. A current player, a recognizable face, calling her own league a joke. She sees what we all see. She sees the unprofessionalism, the subtweeting, the lack of decorum. When you have an opportunity to secure generational wealth, you don't go on Twitter posting clown emojis. You sit down, sign the paper, and get it done. Her comment proves one undeniable truth. The players are not united. There is a faction who just want to hoop, who just want to grow the game, and who are sick of the political theater. But their voices are being drowned out by the old guard, the veterans who control the narrative. And now we have to talk about the unrivaled conspiracy, because you cannot tell this story without it. Breanna Stewart and Nafi Sakir, the union leaders, are also the founders of a rival 3 on 3 league called Unrivaled.